What's going on? We're back with another video. So the first video, we talked about how to sell beats on Instagram. Now I want to talk about the importance of customer service after you've achieved those sales. The goal of customer service is to, number one, make sure that the customer is always happy, and number two, maintain a good relationship with this customer. These are the two most important things to keep in mind after you've made a sale on the internet. It's very easy to lose contact with somebody that you've never met face to face. You need to make this effort and put the effort in to maintain a relationship with these people, because you do not want one-off sales. You want returning customers, and customer service is how you get those returning customers. You just made a sale, right? You see your PayPal notification come in, you see your BeatStars notification come in, you're feeling good. Maybe you woke up to it, you're waking up to money, you feel like a king, and then you go about your day. You just messed up. After you make a sale and you get that BeatStars notification or Airbit or TrackTrain or whatever you're using, you need to send a thank you email immediately. As soon as you see it, the quicker you respond to that, the better it looks for you. If they're a first-time customer, you want to include maybe some sort of discount code, maybe another free beat, discounted mixing and mastering over the beat that they bought, if you are capable of doing that. If you cannot mix and master, don't offer it. Only offer things that you're good at. Stay in your lane. Know your worth. Don't make promises that you can't really keep. If you promise somebody a good mix for a discounted price, and what they get back is a shitty mix for a discounted price, they're not going to be happy. And again, the number one rule of customer service is to make sure the customer is always happy. So stay in your lane. Be very self-aware about what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. Work on your weaknesses while you play off of your strengths. After you receive the sale notification, once a little bit of time goes by, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, reach back out to them. Check in with them and say, hey, how's everything going with the recording process on that beat? Or if it's a producer and they blow one of your sound kits, say, yo, how's that sound kit treating you? This does two things. Number one, it makes them feel very valued. It makes somebody feel like you care, which you should, about what they're doing. This may be a little obvious, but for some people, I don't think it is. So the reason why you should care about what somebody does with your music is because it's your music. You always want to keep track of it. You want to know where it is, where it's posted to, how many listens it has, how many downloads it has, how many purchases it has. This makes sure that you're not getting screwed out of money that they might owe you. So, for example, an artist posts your song to Spotify and Apple Music, right? Your stream cap on your lease that they purchased, say they bought, a $30 wave lease that allows them to stream up to like 25,000 streams. If they exceed 25,000 streams on that, they need to repurchase a lease or purchase exclusive rights or a higher lease tier. So checking in with them not only makes them feel valued, but it makes sure that you know where your music is and you're able to track who owes you money and who doesn't. Same thing with producers and sound kits. If they get a placement using one of your loops or one of your midis, you're going to want a cut of that. And that's only natural because you wrote it. It's your intellectual property. And when it gets to that level, you need to get your cut. Don't be worried about Jim, the producer, sold a beat to his buddy Jeffy and he posted it to SoundCloud and it got 103 plays. Like, worry about the big stuff. That's a couple of cents. You don't need to worry about that. But if a producer gets a high level placement with your sound kit, like, you are owed money and you need to go and track that down. So checking in with them makes sure that you know where everything is on the internet. The thing about writing emails and thanking people and checking in with them is that the language is extremely important, and it's more important than you think. Some people just say, oh, it's just a thank you email, I'll get to it when I get to it, and then when they do get to it, it's like thrown together. It's they don't look professional. It doesn't seem like they really care about the person on the other end of the email. You need to make these emails sound, number one, they can't sound computer generated. You can't sound like a bot. And number two, you need to make the person on the other end feel valued, because at the end of the day, they are your customers. They're the people that are going to support you to be able to do what you want to do for a living. What I've done is in the description, there's a link to an email template guide. And this has a bunch of different emails for a bunch of different scenarios that you might come across in this beat selling game on the internet. These templates are meant to be a guide for you, and also these templates are meant to just be copied and pasted into the email, where you change a few different values. You would change things like their name, what beats they bought, discount code, things like this. The number one thing about these emails is that they look professional, they have a high open and response rate, and they allow your customers to feel as though they are your only customers. And that's key. Even though your customers know that they're not your only customers, you want them to feel like they're your only customers. If you give them the attention that you gave your first customer, you will continue to make sales and grow your customer base. These emails also offer a channel for the artist to contact you in case they have any issues with the beat that they bought. Maybe, you uploaded the wrong version of the beat to BeatStars. Maybe they want it rearranged. Maybe they want to put your tag in it. Maybe you need to send them your tag. There's a bunch of different scenarios that rappers could want your assistance on. And so you need to give them that channel to reach out to you, because if they don't know how to reach out to you, they're not going to return. They're not going to want to do business in the future with you. You need to be able to be easily reached. And when you get a DM or an email or a message on Facebook or a comment, you need to respond to every single one, and you need to respond to every single one in under a day. You need to be on top of it. You cannot let the ball drop and forget about a DM for 3 or 4 weeks, because that's unacceptable, especially in the music industry. This stuff moves really fast. You need to be on top of your game. And the more on top of your game that you are, the more inclined somebody is going to want to do business again with you. If they see that you're about your business, they are going to like you. It's just that simple. People like people who take what they're doing seriously. And this also makes you look more professional. So that's it, guys. Those are the tips that I can give on customer service. If you are interested in the email template pack, the link is in the description. It has a bunch of different emails that I send, that I use for different scenarios when coming across selling beats on the internet. This should serve as a good starting point for you to find your voice as a brand. These emails are professional, they provide value to the customer, and they make the customer feel valued. You can change these emails however you'd like, obviously, and I want you to. I want you to find your own voice as a brand. I just want these emails to serve as a jumping off point for where your voice is going to go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach me on Instagram. My handle is PrabDelgado. If you guys like the video, leave a like. If you guys want to see a Selling Beats 101 series, let me know in the comments. If you want to keep seeing videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and share this with your producer friends if you think that they could get some value out of this. Thanks again.